Good morning. Welcome to March Madness, first half-hour class for 2025. We will want a theraband sometime along the way, but we're going to start with our legs up against the wall in a restorative pose. So here we go. I'm going to find my way as close to the wall with my bum, and then my legs up the wall. And once I'm there, I have a watch on just to find time management skills a little bit easier today. So here we go. I'm just gonna stay with the legs up with the toes towards me, heels reaching up. I can see my feet, so I can tell if I'm living on the pinky toe border more than the big toe border and align them accordingly. So now I've got that awareness. And I'm gonna stay here for 1.5 to 2 minutes long. And just breathe. Number one part of life, the most valuable and important thing we can do for ourselves is breathing. So how well can I breathe? Half of a minute. So from here, I'm gonna slowly go away from the wall as I drag my right foot and then my left foot and find a little 90-90 into the wall. I'm going to take a breath in to prepare, and then exhale, suction cupping my feet into the wall to pelvic tilt. I'm going to use my hands and give my thigh bones that elongating feeling, and then releasing it back away. So I take another inhale to prepare, and then exhale, pelvic tilt, finding the small of my back kissing into the earth. And then inhale, release. Just that part. 3 more times. Take another inhale. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Inhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale, release. One final round. Inhale, release. So now I'm going to bring my hands behind me, cradling my head in my hands, elbows come off the ground, shoulders wide, collarbones nice and soft and wide. Taking another inhale to prepare. As I exhale and curl my head, neck, and shoulders forward, I take the right foot off of the wall and then place it back as I go back into my normal neutral connection to the earth. Take another inhale, exhale, left leg, and inhale back. We just go back and forth. And after this round, I add a little bit. I'm going into a little rotation. I'm going to lift my left underarm towards the right knee and back to center. Right underarm towards the left knee and back to center. Elbows stay right as they are and back and back. Last one, both sides. Fantastic. And then from there, I'm going to let my head and neck rest. Take my right leg up to the sky. Take my left leg off of the wall up to the sky. And I'm able to hold those legs without any difficulty at this point. Taking another inhale to prepare. Exhale, bending both knees to where they're totally relaxed. And then I'm gonna hug myself, curling so much that the low back gets that broadening feeling. And then I'm gonna rotate and twist around to face you. So here we go. I'm gonna turn myself around. And now the theraband will come into play. I've got the theraband in that soft, wide connection. I'm gonna stretch my left leg away. I'm gonna put the band around the right foot, letting it be really broad and soft, and then choke up as close to the foot as available. And now from there, it's just a tiny few moments of windshield wipers for this right thigh bone across the body and away from the body. And it only goes where the opposite hip doesn't lift and help. And you breathe happy, soft, and comfortable. I just have two more of these. And then I'm going to take it into a few leg circles. I take it across the body, down, around, and back up. And remember, it's not a large range of motion because your range of motion is predicated by how easy this rolls around in the hip socket. I'm going for 7 circles one way, 7 circles the other way. And now I go away, down, around, and up. Away, down, around, and up. 5, 6, and 7. So now from there, I'm going to let the weight of that right thigh bone roll forward. That will automatically curl my head, neck, and shoulders. And I'm going to roll my way gently all the way up to sit on top of my sacrum. And then hold that thigh bone as close to me with the elbows soft and hanging, head and neck soft and floating. From there, very simple, I'm going to drag that right knee as close to my chest and lengthen the leg back away. Right knee comes as close to your chest and you lengthen it back away. Just 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. And from that aspect, I roll back down. Take another inhale. Exhale, curl right back up. The weight of that right thigh bone rolls forward. And then I'm going to walk up the band, go to the top of my foot, allow that deep hamstring and calf stretch to occur, and then walk back down the band and go all the way down to the low part of the band. So now I'm ready. I inhale. Once I've rolled down, exhale, curl up, walk up the band, keeping that thigh bone long from the knee out as much as available, and then rolling my way back down, climbing a tree. Last one. Fantastic. And then I'm going to stretch both legs away, take the band off, just to notice how much easier I'm sitting on the right sit bone compared to the left. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the band around the left leg and roll all the way back down. Let that left leg come with me. Soft band, choke up a little closer to the foot. Taking an inhale to prepare. Left corner of the bum reaching for the right foot just to keep the left side body long and happy. And then we go across and away, trying to keep that thigh bone in the same neutral connection. It only goes where that right hip doesn't get to lift off the ground or help the left leg. And once you have maybe 7 or 8, and then we take it into those leg circles, we take it across, down, around, and up, across, down, around, and up. Once you have 7 circles one way, 7 the other way, away, down, around, and up. Broad, happy collarbones, shoulders stay wide, right hip stays heavy and anchored on the earth. Soft belly wall, puddle of a belly wall. And this is my 7th one. And then from there, I nod my chin, pick my head up, let my head, neck, and shoulders curl forward. The weight of that left thigh bone rolls forward to help me curl up to sitting. And then I let my elbows bend to drag that thigh bone as close to the body as available. From there, I bend that left knee and take it as close to me, send it back away. Using my exhale to let the small of the left side of my back get a little deeper flossing connection. Two more. Fantastic. And then I roll my way all the way down. Take another inhale. Exhale, curl forward. Let the weight of that thigh bone roll just enough. And then walk up all the way to that foot, finding that deep hamstring calf stretch. This is a lovely stretch. And then going back down the band all the way to the edge to roll down. Inhale there. Exhale, curling back as we walk up the rope. And we walk back down the rope, which is the band, and all the way down. How about one more? Fantastic. And the weight of that thigh bone rolls forward. Oh yeah, I'm sitting taller and happier. Fantastic. I'm gonna put the band away, roll all the way down onto my back one more time, and then bend my legs, put my feet on the mat, take it into bridging connection. Each knee is pointing up, each heel is in front of each sit bone prospectively. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, drag your fingertips towards your feet, and that'll widen the collarbones and the shoulders. If you need to let the blade of the pinky side of your hand kiss the earth, that will also open up the side of the arms to kiss the earth a little easier. Go with what's available. Pressing the hands down gently, take another inhale to prepare. Exhale, pelvic tilt, peel your hips up, find your bridge. And then once you're in your bridge, can you allow your breastbone to soften into your backbone? And let the scoop of the belly wall give you that nice opening for the low back. And then roll your way, melting each vertebra one at a time all the way down onto the earth. And then release. Take another inhale. Exhale, pelvic tilt, peeling your hips up, finding your bridge, pausing up top. Inhale there, and then exhale, rolling your way all the way down again. I'm going to go for 10 full rounds, so I have 8 more to go. Once you're in your bridge on the top, take another breath cycle. On your exhale, peel your way back down. How well can you reach the thigh bones going away from one another as you suction cup your feet to lift your hips, curling your tailbone, and then rolling your way back down? How well can this open the front of the hip creases for us? I'm on round 5. I have 5 more. I'm pretty slow and purposeful with this particular one. Two left. Final round for me. Wonderful. I'm gonna stretch the left leg, bring the right thigh bone towards me, rock my way up to sitting, and then I'm gonna go on my side facing you. I'm gonna roll all the way down on my side onto my elbow. I'm gonna put the right foot in the band. We're going into some side lying, lengthening related emphasis all the way down on my elbow. And I'm trying not to slump into my shoulders. I'm up and out of the shoulders. My ear has tilted to the arm that's underneath. The ribs on the bottom are trying to reach for the ribs on top. And it's as though I'm actually against the wall. And I could go into the wall to show you what that feels like, but I'm going to stay right here. And then that right hip is on top of the left hip. Just this alone requires a little bit of trust and thought process. We need intention and focus. So now I'm gonna go a little closer to the foot with my band, just so it can really allow the top shoulder to get a nice stretch. And from that stretch, I'm gonna step into that foot to lift it off the ground and then lower it back down. If anything, you have that imaginary zipper going up the front of the body from the inside seams of both ankles all the way through the inner legs, inner thighs, low belly connection. That's what's going to give you the length across the top surface and the bottom surface. And I'm going for 10 full rounds again. Here's number 5 already for me. I'm talking a lot. And then number 6, shoulders are happy and wide. I'm looking straight ahead, head and neck are floating right over the tail. And here's number 9. And on the 10th one, I'm gonna keep that leg off the ground. I'm gonna bend the elbow as it kicks forward. Lengthen the elbow as it kicks back. Bend as it kicks forward. Soft point with the foot as it goes back. Kick forward. Kick back. Kick forward. Kick back. My body rotates slightly forward. 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Keep it back there behind you. Let your upper body rotate and look at the forearm underneath. Let that top thigh bone go slightly behind your body. Let your pelvis bias to a tiny tilt, curling your tailbone towards your nose. That'll balloon out your low back. And then allow that thigh bone to rotate slightly in as it goes down and lift it back up. Slightly down as it goes up and lift it back up. Here's number 3 and 4, breathing comfortably. 5, 10 full rounds again. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now keep it off the ground. 5 circles from the top of that thigh bone, both directions. Tiny circles. And then 5 the other way. Fantastic. I'm going to go all the way down on my side body. And then from there, I'm going to take an inhale. My underarm is open. My palm is facing up to the heavens on the underneath surface, which I'm on my left side body. I take an inhale. I exhale, step into my right foot to lift the upper body off the ground. And then I go back down. And now on the next round, I'm going to let that top leg lift and the underarm lift. So I create a little banana shape. Ten full rounds. Soft hand grip. And my underarm is just barely coming off the ground. Fantastic. And then I'm going to come out of this band. And then lift myself up, stretch both legs out in front, take both arms up to the sky. Notice, do you feel like one arm is reaching way higher than the other? Do you see the difference? It's crazy. And one leg feels like it's reaching longer away. It's pretty awesome. So lather, rinse, repeat. We get to have the same love for the other side. I'm gonna put the band around the left foot, choke up a little closer to the edge on the foot, come all the way down on my side body on the right side. Once again, I'm not slumped in my shoulders. I'm up and away. Upper arm is an external rotation. Underarm is keeping the shoulders happy. Right ear tilts to the right elbow. And that left hip is directly on top of the right hip. I don't want to roll back because that shortens my right side. I want, if anything, just a hair forward with that top hip. That might actually keep it away from falling into your low back. So now I've got that length, I've got that super happy collarbone shoulder connection, head and neck are floating in line with the tail. Take another inhale, stepping into your foot, lift that leg off the ground, lower it back down, 10 rounds. Low belly lifts each exhale. So allow that inner ankle, inner leg, inner thigh connection all the way up the pelvic floor into the diaphragm, through the collarbone, shoulder blade, the roof of your mouth, crown of your head. All of those domes get love. Here's 8, 9, and 10. And now we go kick, kick forward and kick, kick back. Allow the upper body to sway a little forward and back. It's okay. Just keep that belly button lifted and soft. 5. The top elbow bends slightly to keep the shoulder happy. 8 and 9 and 10. And we take it back there behind us. Subtle pelvic tilt again, allowing that top thigh bone to go slightly behind. And then you twist and you look at that forearm underneath, which is your right forearm. Big toe points, tiny internal rotation, and lift it up from your thigh bone. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we keep it back there, 5 circles, 5, 4. Remember to keep breathing comfortably. Without breath, nothing exists. 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. And then from there, I think I go all the way down. Yep. My arm is open. My palm is turned up to the sky. Both shoulders are stacked one on top of each other. If I looked at myself from an eagle's view, my hips, my shoulders, all my head and tail will all be in a happy line together. So now from there, I inhale to prepare. I exhale, barely lift the underarm off the ground, curling and releasing it back down. So on the next one, both the arm and the top leg lift off, creating a little banana shape, and then we roll back down. This side's a little bit trickier for some reason. Keep breathing, keep letting that belly button go soft and wide up to your throat. That internal lift from your inner ankle, inner leg, inner thigh, all the way up the body. Holy moly. Yeah, there we go. Easy top shoulder, easy bottom shoulder. I think that was 10. And then I'm going to come out of this band, go on my hands and knees next. All right, so here we go. Whew, we've arrived in a different way. Take a breath in, exhale, curling up into your cat shape. Inhale, puffing your chest, looking slightly forward and up. Don't allow your belly to totally hang. It's just softly hanging where you still have a little lift up the front. And then you curl back into that deep, deep cat shape. Use your exhale. The body goes through the arms into that subtle little upper body opening in the middle body and the lower body with happy, happy low back. Curling into that cat shape. Last one, cow shape. Fantastic. Find your neutral. Inhale there, and then exhale, bird dog or balancing table, however you want to think about it. We're going to go with the left arm, right leg first. So left arm, right leg go away from one another. Keep it there for 5, 4, breathe, both hip points pointing down, underarms talking to each other, back to center. Take another inhale, exhale, right arm, left leg. And we reach and we find it there for 5, 4, head is reaching away. It's above the neck space. Back to center. So now we add a little bit. So left arm, right leg away from one another toward, some reaching. And then from there, we're going to take both arm and leg away from the center of the body, bring it back towards midline. Away from the center of the body, back towards where you were. 3, 4, and 5. And then we come back to center. Same thought process and love for the other side. Right arm, left leg. Low belly stays lifted, head and neck floating. Right arm goes away from the body, left leg goes away from the body. We bring it back to where they were. A little abduction for both arm and leg. Last one. Come back to center. Tuck the toes under, take an inhale, exhale, curl your belly wall up to lift your low back, and then hips off the ground to find your downward dog. It's not one of my classes if we don't do a plank, right? Take a breath in, exhale, roll forward through your arms, finding your plank, pause and plank. Let your feet point and flex a few times just so you can find where your heels are directly over the toes. And then pause there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your hips up and back into downward dog. Inhale there. Widen your stance. A little bit of side bending and twisting at the same time. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, go through your body forward, finding your plank. And then you're going to twist and let the right hip dip without the collarbones or the shoulders collapsing. Come back to your plank. Twist and let the left side of the hip dip. Come back to center. Twist, right hip dips. Back to center. Twist, left hip dips. Here's 3 and 4. Last one. And then we're going to pull the earth lower all the way down on our bellies. 2 more fun things. I'm going to take my hands together, find my Sphinx position, which is lifted chest, open collarbones, soft shoulders, head and neck floating. And now from there, single leg kick, which just means one leg bends, kicks the bum and reaches back away. So the foot points, the foot flexes and reaches back away with a point. Here we go. We take a breath in. We let it go. On the next exhale, left leg bends, kicks, kicks, and reaches back away. Kicks, kicks, 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 reaches back away. Kicks, kicks. Last 2. And last one. Fantastic. I'm going to go all the way down on my belly. Let my left ear go to the mat. Hands go behind me. A subtle version of the double leg kick. So my head has turned towards the right. My hands are resting across the small of my back. I've clasped my hands together because it's available. If that's not available for your shoulders, palms facing each other all the way down the sides of the thigh bones is a-okay. Keeping that in mind, bias to a subtle pelvic tilt, curling your tailbone towards your nose to open the small of your back. Inhale there. And then exhale, bend both legs, kick your bum. 1, 2, 3. Reach the legs long and then float your heart in your chest. Reach your hands towards your feet. You can clasp your hands to open the collarbones and the shoulders even wider. And then you turn your head, tilt your head to the left as the right ear lands on the mat. Everything lowers and we kick our bum. 1, 2, 3, and then we reach again. 2, 3, and then the left ear to the mat. Kick, 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 and reach. 2, 3. Both legs kick, 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 and reach. 2, 3. As you lower down, let the shoulders and the chest soften and widen. Keep your breath going. Last round, both sides. Reach. Put your hands underneath the shoulders. Sit back towards your heels in child's pose. 3 full breath cycles in child's pose. And that clock keeps me honest that it was an actual half-hour class. I truly hope you enjoyed this mini version of March Madness. I hope to see you guys sometime soon. Bye.